We're finally out of Andover. So we went in on Tuesday, we stayed Wednesday, Thursday, and zeroed, and then we slack packed for 10 miles on Friday. We were gonna stay in town again today because there was like this little festival going on, and the Little Red Hen where we were staying was gonna have a barbecue. But we just started to feel really antsy. We also hit a southbound bubble. There was 11 people all together that were traveling together, and we honestly wanted to stay a little bit ahead of the bubble. Everyone in it was super, super nice. It wasn't that. It's just when you're in a group with that many people, you end up competing for tent sites and for bunks. And, you know, it's kind of crowded. So we decided to move on a little early today just so that we could kind of maintain some sense of autonomy. Longshanks thinks that he dropped his bandana. So I am babysitting the packs while he goes back and looks for it. So it's a really cool bandana. I'd be really bummed out for him if he lost it. It's we got it at an Okeechobee Fest, and it says Tito's on it, Tito's vodka. So I hope he finds it. We're doing Mahoosuc Notch in 2 days. So it's supposed to be the hardest mile on the AT. So we're doing like 8-ish miles today, 10 miles tomorrow, and then hitting the Mahoosuc Arm and the Mahoosuc Notch. We've got like 20-ish miles before we're out of Maine, and then we've conquered our first state. Things have been great. Things have been really good. We loved staying at the Little Red Hen. There was free tenting back there. The food was phenomenal. It was right across the street from a grocery store. It was awesome. And actually, the guy who owns it, Wally, put Longshanks and I to work towards the end. He's like, I will give you guys a free shower and laundry if you do a couple loads of towels for the hikers, and then if you could clean off the porch, and if you could take out the trash and just do a couple little things. And we were like, yeah, sure, chores, why not? No, we're not doing anything else. So that was kind of neat, getting to like help out at a hostel for a little bit. Anywho, just hanging out, waiting for Longshanks.
So this establishes our plane of horizon. Then if you go this way and you keep the angle the same, you look at this giant rock, and then we have to climb that. And there's Cassidy.
It's like straight up. This is pretty straight as to my horizon here. Mason's like 10 feet in front of me. You can't even see him. Ah, this is beautiful and insane.
Okay, so we're here at this mud bog.
And they'd go further. I just don't want to get them more dirty.
Yeah, we met someone that fell into this up to her neck, and luckily she was hiking with someone else and they pulled her out. Literally like quicksand, swallow you whole.
That's what she said. She was foreign, and she's like, it's like that sand that just grabbed your feet and then you're in.
It's exactly what it's like. You're amused by these glasses, aren't you? I need the sunglasses to keep my hood out of my eyes. It's too dark to use sunglasses.
We just got down Bald Pate, and we got our first trail magic. Someone left seltzer water for through hikers.
Took a long time with some trail magic.
Woohoo! Ladies and gents, we've got our first viewing tower.
On top of a 4,000-foot mountain.
So we climbed up this tower, and here's the view. 360 degrees.
It's cold up here too.
It's cold up here and windy, but beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Talk to me. Spend the
stayed in our first AMC shelter last night, and I want to say I'm not very impressed. At the AMC shelters, you have to pay to stay there. So it's $10 a person to stay. And there's a designated eating and cooking area. It was just kind of overall like more stressful than it needed to be, considering that all of the shelters so far, you just go plop your stuff down and like there's no one there, you know? So having a caretaker and stuff was kind of a bummer, especially having to pay to stay at a shelter in the woods. Like that to me is ridiculous. We know that it's going to be kind of a nightmare through New Hampshire because of the huts and everything on the trail, where they basically say that you can't stay above tree line, but the only places above tree line that are available for you to stay are the huts. And if you get there too late to work for stay, it's like $100 per person to stay there. We'll see how this goes, but little bummed about that. We are doing Mahoosuc arm and Mahoosuc notch, and I'm really excited because everyone's been like, ooh, Mahoosuc notch is really hard and scary and and I'm really excited to do it and see what we think of it. We don't have any expectations for mileage today. We're just gonna go until we're done going. We're not stressed out about the time it's gonna take us to do Mahoosuc notch. Are you excited?
I'm pretty excited.
Where are you?
Yeah,
there you are.
should be a good time.
Yeah, should be a good time.
The word of the day is slow and fun, which is 2 words, but close enough.
3 words if you count and.
3 words. Slow fun. Fun slow.
We made it through Mahoosuc notch.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I don't think it was nearly as bad as other people said it was. What do you think?
I think a lot of people were just kind of saying it was bad because it's so tricky, and if you slip, nothing's good is going to come from that. But it was not that bad. It was more fun than anything else.
I thought it was a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
How long did it take us?
1 hour 38 minutes. Everyone times it, so we had to do the same thing.
Yep. All right. Hardest mile on the AT done.
Done.
Bam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna be out of Maine in like half a mile, and we stopped at this shelter that was 0.3 miles off the trail. Super rocky hike. I hate going this far off trail if we don't have to have lunch and get some more water from this water filter, where the water source is like a trickle and it takes forever to get enough to filter. But
it was pretty annoying.
We're almost out of Maine. Half a mile and we'll be out of Maine.
Well, now it's 0.8 miles.
0.8 miles of the freaking 0.3 mile hike back to the trail from the shelter.
She's so salty about it.
I hate coming off trail this far. It sucks because you're still hiking. So we went like 0.6 miles just to come to the shelter and go back to the trail, and we didn't even get that 0.6 miles on the trail. stupid.
We had to come to this shelter because of water and bathroom.
That's true.
Privy. We are almost out of Maine. Our first state.
0.8 miles. We are officially in New Hampshire.
Woo!
He's having a bad day.
I'm not having a... I'm not even going to do it.
Springer Mountain, 1908 miles. 1908 miles from here. Which is probably not even accurate anymore because they keep rerouting the trail. So, but it's a lot of freaking miles. And now we're in New Hampshire. And we conquered our first state.
The hardest state.
The hardest state.
Is officially behind us.
Officially behind us. We did Maine. Bam. We stayed at Gentian Pond Lean-To last night, which is famous for moose sightings on the pond. We did not see a moose. We got up early this morning to watch. Nothing. A lady that was camping there told us that we were going to pass 2 more ponds that we might see moose at, which may be possible if we weren't hiking through a cloud.
It's insanely foggy.
It's foggy, it's humid, it's hot, and I don't mean to be a negative Nancy, but compared to Maine, New Hampshire sucks. The trails are wild, and by wild I mean they're not maintained, they're overgrown. It doesn't even look like it's a trail. It's like you're bushwhacking. There's no white blazes to tell you where to go. It's frustrating. Appalachian Mountain Club doesn't hold a candle to the Maine Appalachian Trail Club.
Yeah.
We've got 11 miles to go in order to hit Gorham today.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can shower and do laundry.
And take a nap.
And take a nap. Because this past section on the trail has been really hard. And I smell horrible, and my clothes are disgusting, and I just really can't wait to shower and sleep in a bed.
I've gotten really bad sleep for the past few nights too, so
No.
I'm also sleep deprived.
Hey.
Hey.
Positivity. All right, let's go. Let's hit it.
Yep.
I walk through fire with you. I walk through fire. I'm not enough.